All right, guys, time to look for a campsite. Bueno, ya es mi tiempo de despedirle.
Que le vaya bien.
Hermanas de vida.
Sí.
Muchas gracias por todo. ¿Puedo darle un abrazo? Un abracito. Gracias por todo.
Que le vaya muy bien. Bueno, pues muchísimas gracias.
No, gracias a ustedes. Saluda a su esposo
Está
también.
dormido, pero ahorita ya...
No, ya.
Que le vaya bien.
Gracias. Good morning from Laguna de Sanchez here in Nuevo León. Uh-oh. The bike's not even making a noise. Not even a little bit of a noise. Dang it. That's not big enough of a hill, guys. Oh my gosh. Can't believe that worked. Not die, baby. Oh. Oh, that slippery pipe almost took me out. Not kill it. Come over here and let it charge. Yeah, last night my trail tech was showing that it was being charged even when my bike was off. Normally the setting I have it to where it only charges while it's running. And so anyways, I tried turning it off and then it just said power off, power off, power off for like the longest time. And it never went off. I just left it. I was like, whatever. So I think that nuked it. What a neat place, guys. That mountain is just so pretty. So this whole thing, it's called Laguna de Sanchez. They call it Laguna de Sanchez because normally, like yesterday where we're at, where the sunflowers were, that's where it's all, it fills up with water right there. That actually normally turns into a lagoon. They told me for the past, look at that bug. Oh, this sick bug. They told me for the past, like 3 years, it hasn't rained enough really, and it hasn't filled up, so people have been farming there like year round the whole time now. So Beta and her husband treated me really nice. I asked them how they met. They're telling me how things have changed, where they both grew up in this little town. About 400, 500 people in this town back here. But they were telling me like, yeah, back in the day, you know, everything was hidden. Everything had to be hidden from my parents. So like if I wanted to go on a date or if I wanted to say hi, he was telling me, he's like, I had to do it like in secret. And so he said there was this place where they would go and get their corn molido, ground. They'd get the corn all ground up so that they could make the masa to make tortillas. And he was telling me about how sometimes he'd see Zebeda there, and that's when they would talk in private a bit more. But I asked him, it was so funny. I asked him, when did your parents ever expect you to like meet somebody? Like at what age? And like, oh no, never. Like they never said that. Because when I was growing up, it was like, oh Landon, you know, stay away from girls until you're 16. When you're 16, you want to start going on dates and stuff. You know, that's a good age. I was like, all right. I followed it. Like I did, and I thought it was fine. But she was saying like, no, there was no age limit or like projected age when she was gonna be able to start courting or, you know, dating someone. It was like, no, never. I was like, well, then what did your parents do? And they're like, they did the same thing. They were sneaking around as well. It was just so funny. Guys, we've got a beautiful stream right here we're following on. We just dropped into this valley, this little corridor, and it's super chilly. It's 8:30 right now. We're leaving at a good time. So I think from here to Monterrey, we'll pretty much be paved, guys. We'll get into Monterrey, go give this bike a wash, and then look into seeing what's going on with this thermostat. Again, no problem with it today. Checked it right now. We've got a full coolant. This road's pretty empty. No one, haven't passed anyone yet. Pretty tall, guys. So supposedly a really big storm's coming in today. That's also one of the reasons why we're leaving so early. Projected to be a massive storm, so bad that people aren't going. That's probably why no one's here. Like, a lot of people have been advised not to travel through the canyon today, which is wild because it's like blue, clear skies right now. But Zebeda was like yesterday, haven't you heard about the storm? Like, are you gonna, like, what are your plans? Are you gonna be like camping again? Because the storm. And I was like, what storm? So I got some internet at her place and looked it up, and sure enough, it's supposed to hit around noon. It's when it's supposed to start raining out here. So we'll be out long before then, obviously. Yeah, all my Texas buddies, you guys gotta, if you haven't already, man, you guys gotta come check this area out. This is really pretty riding. That doesn't look too friendly of clouds. Getting darker, guys. Break and eat my breakfast. I got a mango and an orange. Pretty neat. That's where we're gonna be going through, guys. All through that till we get to Monterrey. Monterrey! Lots of fancy cars, Raptors and Audis, and a Duster, a Renault Duster, and a little bit of raindrops on me. Nothing crazy, but.
When I got into Monterrey, guys, I quickly just checked into my hotel and then made my way downstairs to start working on my bike. I was still just really curious how I had seen that kind of like smoke or humidity coming off my bike from when I was camping that morning. And so I just wanted to check around, take the tank off, and kind of see what was going on, if I could see anything before I took it into a dealership. And you know, honestly, when I took the tank off and kind of looked around, I really couldn't see anywhere. That combined with the fact that I wasn't losing any coolant, I really didn't feel like I had an issue after that point.
Look at these cool cars in this parking garage. Dude. Look at that. That one's got some artwork on it. And then the old square body.
The next morning, I woke up to a really kind of unpleasant surprise where I got out of bed and my feet got wet.
Turn over, and this is what I hear.
My hotel, despite being on the 3rd floor, was flooded a bit. It was raining like crazy, guys, and the forecast was saying it was going to be like that for another 5 days. And so I kind of just made the executive decision that I would have to cut my losses and not be able to explore around Monterrey so much and just come back to it a different time. And so that day there was this small window of like sunlight, and I kind of checked the weather radar and it was looking good. And so I just made the decision I was going to leave and make my way towards Coahuila. Alrighty, guys. Looks like we got a little window of opportunity to ride without being completely soaked. This blue sky's not gonna last for long, I'll tell you that. And originally when I looked at this route, it was an hour. Now we're 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I think we've got some flooding going on. We are going to go through a new state today called Coahuila. And let's just pray that everything goes okay. That we don't fall into a sinkhole, that no one rams us. Let's get out of here! I hope I don't die in a puddle. Oh shoot! There's deep water. You gotta watch out. I'm about to get splashed. Ah! Look at them mountains! Look at them mountains! Oh! Wow! That's why you gotta watch out for the dump trucks out here. Past traffic today, boys and girls. Ooh, that's too funny. Should we hit that? Should we hit that? Why not? Why not? Telephone line about to freaking fall on us. Fall right here. Traffic. I wonder what we're gonna find up ahead here, guys. Curious. Well, the trucks just all of a sudden started moving. I don't know why, I didn't see anything. All of a sudden, gaps. Look at that line of semis over there. That's been going on for miles. Oh shoot! Bienvenidos a Coahuila! Guys, I think we've literally got 2 more states left. Chihuahua and Sonora. Oh my gosh, that goes as far as I can see. Why is it all semis? That sucks. Alright guys, time to look for a campsite. We'll go check out over here. Oh, that's a bit low. Tracks, I guess. There is a fence. Alright, let's just go look.
It's a good spot because we're pretty much out in the middle of nowhere right now. I mean, even sleeping right over here would be good. Literally right here is probably perfectly fine. Out there would be ideal, but looks like we're gonna be hard pressed to find an opening. We could follow it for a long time, see if it opens up, but oops. Bike right here. That's where we're calling it for a night. There's a railroad track and a highway right kind of behind us over there. Today was kind of a quick one. I really just pounded pavement. As soon as I saw that I had good weather, I did not want to be trapped in the rain for 4 more days, so I just took off and we just started heading as far as we could into the interior. We're pretty close to Torreon, actually, so that's on the border of Durango and kind of over towards Chihuahua. So tomorrow we'll for sure make it into Chihuahua, I'd say, maybe even get to the capital. I'm thinking tomorrow will be a huge push mileage wise, so we'll see. But I'm also hoping that the bike starts tomorrow. I don't know what's been killing it, but I think it's been the Trail Tech or a little charger that it's kind of been malfunctioning. So everything's unplugged, the Trail Tech's disconnected, the charger's disconnected, so it's just sitting on itself unless it has a draw some weird way on its own. But yeah, I hope it starts. If not, we'll see what we do.
We survived. We survived. I wanted to do a new experiment last night because I've just been curious about this, but I actually slept without my sleeping pad. It deflates all the time anyways, but see, I never put it out, and so I just slept in my sleeping bag right on the ground. And I'm gonna rate my sleep as a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 actually. It was not bad at all. I was just really curious if I need to pack one of these, you know, in the future, if you have to have a sleeping pad kind of thing. So that was kind of cool. Before I get packed up though, we are going to do the grand moment of truth and go see if this bike starts. We've had on 2 separate occasions where the battery has died in the morning. Think I have it figured out, but let's go just try it right now. Music to my ears, guys.
These are so stretched out and flimsy that when I ride, it gets pushed up, and I'm starting to get a tan right here. So what I've been doing recently is this is where it hangs. This is where this shirt hangs. So I kind of put it in my glove bar, Start wrapping that dude around. And then I don't let it go on my fingers, right? Because that would be annoying. But it's kind of like right in here. So, and it every once in a while it gets kind of pulled out by the wind, but it seems to hold a bit. So, got this down. We're gonna just drive under the bridge. Well, we're gonna see if we can go under the bridge. So we'll pull this baby out without getting stabbed too much. These are kind of pokey. This takes high-level skills to push your bike like this. Eso! Yes, that was the worst part. Hey, don't go back in there! No! I think we can make it. I want to make it. Will my pack hit it? Just fun, guys, right? It's just fun. I should be on the other side. I have to duck my head. Don't smash my, hopefully this doesn't smash my fingers. Yes! Home stretch, I think. Yeah, baby! Oh.
After the bridge, guys, I hopped on the highway and just kind of started making my way towards Chihuahua. Before I got there, I ran across this little town. It just had tons and tons of trucks hauling cantaloupe and melons. Maybe they were all just passing through at once, but it was just like so many of them. It was kind of funny. And then not long after, I came to the Chihuahua border.
Oh, baby! Bienvenidos a Chihuahua. Welcome to Chihuahua, the biggest state in the Republic of Mexico. This is our second to last state. That's it, guys. Chihuahua and Sonora.
Hopped off the bike, took some pictures, and then kept rolling. This day was honestly just a lot of highway miles. Surprisingly, there's not tons and tons of off-road out here. It's a lot of private land, specifically in this area. This was a couple hours riding, but eventually I did pull into the capital, which is Chihuahua. So the main thing I wanted to do there was grab some oil for the bike, and also I had just cleaned my air filter, and so I wanted to get some oil for it. And so I pulled into this KTM dealership and started talking to the guys, and they were so cool and like so friendly. They invited me in and oiled up my air filter for me, and then we just got talking, and I probably hung out with this group of guys for maybe 45 minutes. And at the end, they even gave me a new oil filter, which was like a brand new KTM OEM one. So they're kind of, I mean, they're not super cheap, and they just gave that to me. And really cool group of people here at the KTM dealership in town. After that, I got on the bike and I finally did make my way to some off-road stuff. Really pretty day of riding. I got lost a little bit. The navigation was a little bit tricky. I ran into some gates and had to ask for directions a couple times, but I was making my way over towards Copper Canyon, which is one of the probably top 5 things I've wanted to do since I've been on this trip. I've heard amazing things, and so that's kind of where we're making our way to. Yeah, great day of riding, guys. And then we ended in Ciudad Cuauhtemoc, which is a pretty big city as well. In terms of mileage, this was probably easily the most miles I've ever done. And it's funny because in this one video, you're going to see me transport all the way from literally from Monterrey to Chihuahua, which is just a huge distance. But this was over the course of 3 days. And so it definitely was a bit fast getting through all this. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Hope you enjoyed. And on the next episode, I'm super excited and we're going to go into Copper Canyon. Enjoy, guys.